It's McGee and Me, the video series that has captured the hearts of America's kids. 12 great episodes, over 2 million copies sold. Each McGee and Me episode takes you on an incredible adventure. Wait till you see what happens to old hotshot Nicholas when he tries to be a celebrity in A Star in the Breaking. Discover what happens when Nicholas sneaks out to see the wrong movie in The Not-So-Great Escape. The adventures continue in the great skateboard race in Skate Expectations. And the terrifying tornado in Twister and Shout. In the nick of time, Nick faces a test of courage.
Come on, Nick. You can do it.
And in the blunder years, Nick has an identity crisis.
Totally non-geeky.
Get all 12 McGee and Me adventures wherever family videos are sold. From Focus on the Family and Tyndale Family Video.
Until now, I've never really had a town to call my own. We used to move a lot, and it seems like I was always making new friends and then telling them goodbye. My dad was a fighter pilot, which meant that he had to be gone a lot. But when he was home, well, those were the best times, like my 6th birthday. That day, he brought me 2 gifts that I still carry with me.
Happy birthday, son.
One was a compass he brought back from somewhere far away. The other, a leathered pocket Bible. He said that as long as I kept them close, my path would always be straight. I didn't really know what that meant then, but I knew that if my dad said it, it was true. And to me, it didn't matter that he flew a fighter jet or had a shirt full of medals. He was my dad, and that made him my hero. That was the last time I ever saw him. No one knows for sure what really happened. They listed him as missing in action. And well, it's always been a real mystery. Anyway, after a couple months, Mom and I went to go live with Dad's folks in a town called Ambrosia. It's a pretty small place, and most of the people who stop here are just passing through. My grandpa, Pop Fowler, owns the Last Chance Gas and Diner. He also runs the local airstrip that sits out back.
Hi, hon. Did you get everything?
Mom usually does the bookwork, but when it gets busy, she helps Grandma in the diner. Yeah, that's me. I guess I've grown up a lot since Dad, well, disappeared. But I've never stopped wondering what happened to him. Anyway, a bunch of friends and I started a detective agency. And Pop lets us use his old B-17 for our headquarters. Sure, we're just kids and all, but sometimes we're the only hope for people who have a mystery to solve. We call ourselves the Last Chance Detectives.
Mike! Hey, Ben, what's up? Check it out. Silver Surfer #1, mint condition. Cool. This is the one where he gets exiled to the planet Earth after...
I hate to interrupt this deep discussion about comic books, but don't we have a meeting to begin?
Winnie, this is not just a comic book. This is John Buscema at the top of his art form. This is Stan Lee at his literary peak. It's a milestone.
It'll turn your brain into mush.
Oh, yeah? Well, for your information, this is going to be worth a lot of money someday.
See what I mean?
Hi, Spence. Where you been?
Sorry I'm late. Hey, Spence.
Hi.
Watch out for Winnie. She's in a bad mood.
Well, this ought to cheer things up. Look what finally arrived.
What's that?
It's a super heterodyne tube. Oh, come on. For the radio? Remember? I've been trying to fix it.
Oh, yeah. So, Winnie, what have we got?
Miss Tug lost another cat last night.
Coyote probably got it. No.
And Mr. Drummond's offering a $5 reward if anyone finds his mother's false teeth.
Wait, I've got those. Do you think she'll notice the difference? Hey!
Man, don't we have anything good for a change?
All right, I admit these cases aren't much. But hey, you've got to start somewhere. It's really a pretty good team. That's Spence, a real brain. His father's some kind of scientist studying desert geology in the area. Spence is our computer and forensics expert, although it's kind of hard to think of something that he's not an expert in.
Look at what I got made.
Wynnona Whitefeather's a full-blooded Navajo. We call her Winnie for short. She has a temper like Donald Duck, but she's cool anyway. Her grandmother runs a trading post in town and is our pipeline to the latest news. If you have a question about ambrosia, Winnie can either give you the answer or find it out. She also knows the desert like the back of her hand. And Ben, he does a lot of the legwork and generally fills in the cracks. That is when we can pull him away from his TV set. He has more imagination than the rest of us put together. You know, the kind of guy who thinks every housefly is a killer bee in disguise. Keeps life interesting. As for me, well, I guess I'm what you'd call the leader. It's my job to hold this group together and find good cases to solve. It's not always easy, but sometimes the best mysteries pop up where you'd least expect them.
That's all we got so far.
There's gotta be something better than a bunch of...
Bingo!
Good job, Spence. What can we do with it, though? Monitor police or aviation frequencies?
Not really. Nobody uses this band anymore. The technology is pretty primitive. I just thought we could use it to... Wait a minute. I thought you said... But there shouldn't. That frequency hasn't been used since...
Listen.
What is that, Spanish?
It's not like any language I've ever... Must be some kind of code.
Weird.
Weird with a beard.
Sounded kind of like Matani.
Hey, I've heard this kind of language before. Where? Invaders from Mars. The part where the aliens are talking about how they're gonna... Sorry, Ben. A radio like this can only pick up transmissions from a few miles away. Outer space is definitely out. VLF, very low frequency. It's just garbled.
Spence, is there any way that we can find out where it's coming from?
It'd take me a few hours. But if I could modify this Omega receiver, we could lock onto the transmission and pinpoint its origin.
Great. Go for it.
Matani.
What is that?
Navajo for leader. Matani Nez means tall leader. Could be a person or the rock formation out on the Mesa.
Navajo Mesa. Maybe we ought to go check it out.
Now hold on. What if it's like an alien life form or something?
Come on, Ben. Don't tell me now that we finally found a real mystery, you're turning chicken on us.
Chicken? Winnie, I'm not...
Look, we'll put a vote to it, okay? All those in favor of investigating the Mesa, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Last chance detectives are on the case.
Oh, man, how did I know this was gonna happen?
Hey, Winnie, can you give me a hand with this?
Sure, but I know where we are.
Here, just hold it against the map on this parallel.
We'll see who's the real chicken. Watch this. Winnie! Scorpion! Ben! You called me a chicken. At least I didn't scream and dance around.
You made me drop... Oh, Mike. Oh. You!
It's just a joke.
You broke the compass!
No, I think you were the one holding on to it. Right, Spence?
You don't know when to quit, do you, Ben? Don't you know when to keep your big mouth closed?
It's just a compass. I'll buy a new one.
It's not just a compass.
It was Mike's, Ben. The one from his dad.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. It was just an accident.
Yeah, well, it's always just something. And I, for one, am sick of it.
Look, this never would have happened if we haven't come out here in the first place. This wasn't my idea, remember?
I'm not making you stay.
All right. Fine, I'm out of here.
So, are we still gonna investigate that rock formation?
Nah, I don't really feel like it now. Maybe when you get the Omega fixed. Let's head back.
This way, I think. It's just the wind. Just the wind.
Well, I bet your grandpa'd be happy to take a look at that for you.
Thanks, Mom.
You okay?
Yeah.
Hello, Gail. You any of that famous apple pie left?
I just sold the last piece, Smitty. It's waiting for you.
Thanks.
Well, working kind of late here tonight, Sheriff.
Yeah, we got a case we're on. Not supposed to talk about it.
Oh. You mean the burglary down at the Cultural Museum?
Well, see, the cat's out of the bag.
The cat ate the bag.
So much for top secret.
Smitty, now things don't just vanish. What's this all about?
Well, I've never seen anything quite like it. No windows broken, no doors forced. They didn't even set off the alarm. Arnold Weens, the curator, he opened the place up in the morning. The treasure, it was just gone.
Now there's a real case. Maybe we ought to go see what's happening.
Right here in Ambrosia. Mercy. Treasures. Now, I thought they sent all that valuable stuff back to the Smithsonian.
Well, not all of it. On top of that, some Aztec artifacts had just come in on loan from Mexico. They're gone, too.
Well, I guess you got your work cut out for you.
Not really. The missing Aztec pieces, that makes it an international incident. Now the FBI's on the case. They claim it's their jurisdiction.
Did you hear that? An international incident right here in Ambrosia.
All right, all those in favor of taking on the museum robbery, say aye.
Aye.
Winnie, what's wrong?
Out of my way, out of my way! Mike, you're not gonna believe this. Sheriff Smitty, oh my, glad to see you.
Howdy, Ben. What's the problem here, boy?
Gotta call the Army, the National Guard, they're here!
What in the blue blazes? Who's here?
The aliens, they're landing in the desert! They are!
You almost had me going there for a minute. Sit down.
I'm not kidding. Just an hour ago, out there, a UFO turned off my quad runner and came at me with some kind of green Martian light. I barely escaped with my life.
All right, Ben, you've had your fun.
Honest, a UFO. I saw it. You've got to believe me.
The last time I saw you this excited is when you called and said old Miss Tugg was being robbed. Now, you said you saw a prowler crawl through her window. Only that was Miss Tugg herself, because she'd locked herself out of the house. And then we show up with lights and sirens and surround her house. Just about give the poor old lady a heart attack. Now you say the Martians are landing. Maybe after all our green cheese. Well, maybe I ought to call the president himself.
Yeah, well, go ahead and laugh. But I'm telling the truth. And if you were any kind of sheriff, you'd be out there looking for evidence instead of sitting here eating donuts and getting fat.
Ben, you best get on home, boy.
I'm not
You
going
hear me?
anywhere.
Straight home. And I'm gonna call your parents to see that you do.
You guys believe me, don't you?
The kid is totally lost it.
Pop, you in here?
Over here, Mike. Over here.
Yeah, Mom said you could take a look at my compass.
I sure can. Yeah, let's go take a look. Now, this looks pretty bad, Mike. What happened?
Ben.
Oh, you mean Ben Jones, huh? I heard he made quite a scene last night. Something about a UFO.
Yeah, Winnie just says he wants attention after what he'd done.
And you didn't believe him?
Come on, Pop. UFOs? No.
Yeah, it sounds pretty crazy, but I'll tell you, Mike, he swears that he saw something.
He didn't see anything.
Mike, you sure this isn't about the compass? It sounds to me, Mike, like, well, like you're calling your friend a liar. Maybe because you're mad at him?
Ben's not a liar, Pop. It's just, I feel so, I don't know.
Uh-huh. Fog.
What?
It throws everything out of whack. If you decide to become a flyer like your dad, you're just gonna have to learn to deal with it. I had to learn to deal with it. Hit us a lot flying those 17s during the war.
Fog.
Black as oil. You know, we were on a mission one night over France, and that fog covered every square inch of that country, our side and the Nazi side. We didn't see one enemy fighter. They probably thought the fog got us, too.
What happened?
Mike, we lost our bearings. I didn't know right side up from upside down. We couldn't even find our own airfield. I was so scared. My mouth felt like sawdust.
What happened after that?
Our choice was to let her fly until the fuel ran out, and then, ditch her, let her crash, and bail out.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. We stuck with the instruments. You know, the compass and the rest, because I knew that they were going to take us back to that airfield, and bingo, we set her down on the money.
Wow, close call, huh?
It was real close. If we had trusted our feelings instead of our instruments, we wouldn't have made it. And think of this, Mike. You and I wouldn't even be having this conversation. Mike, life is full of foggy times, and you can't let your feelings make the decisions. That's why God gave us a compass.
The Bible.
Exactly.
But what does that have to say about situations like, Ben?
Well, let me see. First of all, it says that a friend sticks closer than a brother. Look here. Read that, Mike.
Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God has forgiven you, because you belong to Christ. This doesn't mean I have to believe his crazy story, though, does it?
Well, no, not exactly. But it does mean that you shouldn't hold on to grudges. Mike, be tender-hearted. Now, as for this compass, it's looking a little rough. I'll tell you, we're going to need some new parts, but together, I bet we can fix her. Okay?
Okay. Oh, Pop?
Yeah?
Thanks.
Hey, what's going on?
Mike, you're never gonna believe it. Spence is an absolute genius.
Absolute genius? I thought he was just borderline genius. Are you just borderline genius, Spence?
Yeah, I got that one hanging around for you guys.
So, what am I looking at?
This is the museum robbery case. This is the actual floor plan.
The floor plan to the museum? Mm-hmm. Is this even legal, Spence?
Of course. I simply accessed the public library's computer files, found the city's architectural records, and downloaded the museum's blueprints to my computer.
Spence, you are an absolute genius.
Okay, here's what we've got. Single-story building made up of about 7 separate rooms. All doors and windows are marked. This is the lobby, the gift shop, 3 main display rooms, small shipping dock. Pretty basic layout.
And there was no sign of entry.
That's right. The paper reported that the security system is state-of-the-art. Nobody could possibly enter or exit through the doors or windows without being detected.
What are these small rooms?
These 2 are bathrooms. The other is probably some kind of closet. No, wait a minute. It's a staircase.
But I've been there. It's a single-story building.
Of course, a basement.
Give me a second. There's one more screen I haven't pulled up yet.
If there's some other way into the basement, the burglars could have come in through there.
Well, you got one thing right. There is a basement. But unfortunately, no other doors or windows.
Sorry, Mike. It was a good idea.
What are these 2 squares?
That's just some kind of drainage system, so the place doesn't flood.
Just the same. I think we should go down there and have a look.
Get serious. Do you really think that a bunch of kids interrupt an FBI investigation?
There's got to be some way. But
Maybe we should wait for Ben to get back.
Fat chance. My godbrother told me she heard his parents grounded him. He's got to stay put until Smitty comes by.
Smitty?
Yeah, Smitty told Ben's parents he'd help him retrieve the crowd runner. I guess to show that there's no hard feelings.
Boy, that's gonna be a long drive. Sheriff Smitty, sir? I just wanted to say, well, apologize for what I said last night. I'm sorry. But I'm still sticking to my story about what I saw.
Is that why you brought this thing?
Yeah, you know, just in case.
Well, I think you probably just ran out of gas last night. Sure we're heading in the right direction, Ben?
I think so, sir. It should be just up ahead.
All right. Just up ahead. We're losing the light here, man.
I think we're getting closer.
There's your quad. Finally. I guess those spacemen didn't want it, huh? Let's go have us a look.
If it's okay, I'd kind of like to wait here.
Suit yourself. Ben, quit messing with the... Well, now, don't worry yourself, Ben. These things happen sometimes. No big deal. Out in the desert, there's always something. Go, Ben! Go! Go! Get out of here! Quick! Hey, this is Smitty. Do you copy? Arlene, this is Smitty. Do you read me?
We should appreciate this, sir.
Well, there's no need to thank me yet. I'm not even sure that museum is still open.
But if it is, do you think you could get us in?
Well, I can't make any promises, but Arnold Weens and I have been friends.
Pop, look out!
Whoa! Well, that looks like...
Ben! He's headed for the sheriff's station.
Sure is.
Smitty, do you read me? Smitty, this is Arlene. Come in, please. Over. Why doesn't he answer?
Dan, are you sure about all this?
Honest, Pop, I wouldn't worry Arlene if I wasn't sure. And now that Smitty's seen it too, you'll see.
That is, if Smitty's all right.
Smitty? Smitty, come in, please.
It's okay, Arlene. I'm on my way in now. Over.
What's happening out there? Over.
Nothing really. We found the quad.
Listen, Ben's here, and he said that the engines went out and that a light came on and it...
Sheriff, tell him what we saw.
Arlene, this channel is for official business, not gossip. Everything here is under control. My ETA is 30 minutes. Smitty out.
Ben, have you ever heard about the little boy who cried wolf?
But it's true. You've got to believe.
Now!
Ben, wait up. You must think I'm a lunatic.
No, Ben. No, I don't.
But you don't believe me.
I don't know what to believe, Ben. But I do know I believe in you. You're my best friend. And yesterday, with the compass, I never should have treated you that way. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Still friends?
You bet. But what about the others?
I don't know. If only you had some real proof.
My camera! I took a picture of the UFO!
I can't believe you guys are falling for that again.
Just you wait, Winnie. You'll see. Ben, you're letting it light. Sorry. Can you make anything out yet? It's just beginning to develop. Here it comes. Hey, something's appearing.
Yeah, look at that. Something's coming through.
Coming. Coming. Aha! What?
What? Can you see it? Did it turn out?
Yeah. It's a great shot of Ben's finger.
See, I knew it.
I guess in all the excitement.
Hold on. Ben's finger doesn't block the entire shot. What's this around it?
Now that you mention it, that could be a light source in the top corner.
And look how it fans out at the bottom.
I told you I wasn't making this up. You know, I've been thinking, if it's really a spaceship, then maybe they brainwashed Sheriff Smitty. Don't you see? They brainwashed Sheriff Smitty to take over the town.
Ambrosia?
It could happen.
Okay. Follow me. Look, here's what we know. We picked up strange radio transmissions talking about the area around Navajo Mesa. Ben and Sheriff Smitty have both seen mystery lights in the area.
Alleged mystery lights?
But they gotta be connected somehow. We just need to pinpoint the source of the strange radio voice. Spence, how close are you to fixing the Omega receiver?
I could probably have it working by the time you're done pumping gas tomorrow.
That's it. All those in favor of switching to the mystery lights of Navajo Mesa, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
But we were just getting somewhere with the museum case.
Spence?
Aye.
Oh, brother. Tomorrow, we head out to the Mesa.
Yeah, I got a lock on it. Let's check up there.
Nobody's been here for years. No tracks, no signs at all.
This place gives me the creeps.
Of course, the main entrance could be anywhere. This whole area is full of tunnels. Some of them run for miles.
That's it. A different way in. Spence, what's the Omega reading? Are we close?
Ground zero, amigo. This is the spot.
We're on to something. Hey, check this out.
I don't know. It looks abandoned.
Whoa. I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Come on, let's go find the entrance.
Trouble is...
Hasn't anybody set me notice it's getting kind of late? I say we get out of here before... Ben! 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 Can you hear me? Are you all right?
You guys stay here. I'm gonna go see if he's all right.
Mike, be careful.
Mike! Mike, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Toss me the flashlight.
Here you go.
Thanks. Ben, why didn't you answer us? We thought you were dead.
knocked the wind out of me.
Well, we're not getting out this way.
Mike! Mike! Do you see Ben? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's all right. Spitz, you and Winnie keep an eye out on top. If we don't come out before dark, or if you see anything strange, go get Sheriff Smitty.
Affirmative!
Strange? Like how strange? Maybe they should go now.
Come on, let's go check it out.
Maybe we better not go too far.
There's a bend in the tunnel up ahead. Come on, let's go see what's around the corner.
I'll wait for you here.
Whatever.
Mike, don't vampire bats live in caves like this?
Nah, just snakes and spiders.
Hey, Mike, wait up.
There's something going on up here.
That's the radio voice.
Frog parrots, take a look.
An Aztec ceremonial mask. Worth more than its weight in gold.
Do you think they're onto us yet?
No, my friend. By the time they discover our tunnel under the museum, we'll be in Casablanca.
That's how they did it. They tunneled under the museum, came up through the grates in the basement, and hauled all the stuff back here underground. Mike, there's You don't want them to hear us, do you?
Well, now, what do we have here?
It's getting dark. Where are they? Probably still looking for a way out. We'd better get going.
To search the tunnel and look outside. We wouldn't want to miss any of our visitors. Right.
Ale a ya kata es per a du a an astra feli ki taz a bet to a I kos a la u tran u le a bis re he ti la ha au ki wa la I Baki am, I green skin make that no. Wa si le ma.
Getting a little restless?
Find anything?
No. Looks like they're alone. Just a couple kids sticking their nose where they don't.
Just a couple of kids, huh?
Yeah! Please don't fight!
Get in and drive!
She in front of them? I don't think so. Maybe we lost. Mike!
Get them out of there! What's left of them?
You know something? You two are starting to get on my nerves.
Bring them up here! You gentlemen weren't going to leave without saying goodbye, were you? We're going to have to put a stop to this. Foolishness.
Ben, you missed your life. Mike, Ben, over here! How did he get out?
Ben, you understand why I couldn't back you up on what you saw out there? The FBI, they didn't want anybody to know if they were looking for the smuggler's hideout.
Oh, with a spaceship?
Well, I gotta admit, it sort of looked like one. But actually, it was a super quiet helicopter with special electronic gear that shuts down motors and electrical equipment. You know, when they saw us out there in the desert, they thought we were part of the smuggler's operation.
But if the smugglers were underground, how would they know that the FBI was looking for them?
They were watching things in town.
Of course. So that's the strange guy I saw in the diner.
Carl von Paris, wanted in 6 countries for art and jewelry theft, among other things.
I guess I owe you an apology, Ben.
Oh, that's okay, Winnie. I know it all sounded pretty crazy.
Spence, nice job on locating that radio transmission.
Thanks. That's it then. The Last Chance detectives have just solved 2 cases in 1. Oh boy, wait till the newspapers get wind of this. We'll be famous. 6 o'clock news, magazine interviews, a mini-series.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ben, but I'm afraid not. The whole operation, the helicopter, is all classified top secret. Raise your right hand. All of you. Now repeat after me. I say your name.
I, Ben Jones.
Smitty swore us in as honorary deputies and put us under oath never to reveal what we saw out there. Our greatest case, and we can't even brag about it. Oh well, we learned a lot. I got my compass fixed, and Ben and I are still best friends. Man, if I hadn't listened to Pop about trusting the Bible instead of my feelings, our whole team might have fallen apart. The way it is now, the mystery lights out on Navajo Mesa, well, they were just the beginning.